Geez, I got some interesting stuff to fillet this afternoon. So we launched off Woodies here on the WA coast and went and found a couple of spots with a bit of reef, about 10 metres of water, and pulled up herring, skippy, a few sambos, which was a good fight, but also wrasse. And we got one really interesting thing, a red scorpionfish, which I'm going to be filleting. I'm going to be doing it on the back tray of the Ford F150, which is just the right height because it's been in TWD 4x4's workshop and they've lifted it and put 37s on it. So yeah, it's a really great idea if you want to fillet fish on the back of your truck. So these are wrasse. Slimy as all hell, but that's okay. It's all part and parcel of the fun. But that's why I've got a shitty old towel, just to help us out with that. And doing it on the foam helps to provide a little bit of grip as well. So let's go. These are such a nice eating fish. They've got a beautiful milky white fillet with absolutely no bloodline, which means that they're actually one of the most mildest tasting fish in the ocean. Probably should have given it a bit of a rinse before I got stuck in because it's been sitting in the plastic, but that's come off all right. And when fish sit in the plastic for a bit, they start to sweat. Anyway, there you go. Look, you can see that. It's that flesh. Beautiful. Milky, white, mild. Beautiful fish for baking, grilling, frying. It's such a versatile fillet. This is going to slip a little bit because I didn't wash it. That's okay. Look at that, the slime. The other thing that we used to use when we were running the fish shops was gloves. These awesome fabric gloves. Anyway, we're going to keep those because they're really good to bury under the plants. Over the top of the rib cage and then all the way through. And if you've got a nice sharp knife, that's going to help the entire process immensely. At the end of the day, you want your knife to just glide rather than having to actually jag at it. The biggest issue that I'm facing right now is that there's so much slime and I can't get any grip on the board. What I need to do is I need to go and get a good cutting board, one of those white plastic ones that's got some grooves through it, or I just scratch it up a heap. But anyway, doesn't matter, we got there in the end. That's what you want, nice see-through bone structure. Means we got just about all of that flesh off. See a bit of blood there. It's all right, we can wash these fillets after. Probably should have used the other side of this because you want your knife nice and flat when it comes to skinning, but that's okay. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to end up doing, unfortunately, is tearing at the flesh. So you can see there that the flesh has come away. You don't want that, all right? So you've torn the hell out of the fish. But I've got little choice at the moment. because of the way that I've set this up. Pin bones down the middle, goes a fair way back. There we go, just cut the rib cage off. Oh, by the way, don't know if you noticed, but there was a fly that just flew into shot. Notice it didn't land on anything. That's because the fish is fresh. It was the most stunning thing when we were running seafood stores to find out that if your fish is fresh, flies don't like it. And it's a good way to tell whether or not the fish at the display of your local seafood retailer has actually got fresh fish on the display or not. If you see fish landing all over if you see flies landing all over the fish, then it might not be the freshest place. Put those on there. Really, what I should have done is I know what I'm going to do. There we go. Now I can lay my knife flat. I'll show you the difference. Look at this. So now that my knife is flat, look at the difference to the skin. Look at that. So you haven't torn the flesh. You'll be able to glide right through. See, the fly's buzzing around, but they won't land on the fish. Oh. Get out of there. All right, last one. There we go. Look at this. These beautiful white fillets. Look at that. Look at the colour of those fillets. No bloodline whatsoever. Absolutely supremely mild in taste and everything. So very happy with those. I'm just going to go and wash these off. Give them a rinse. So one of the other fish that we caught was a red scorpionfish. Wildly venomous along the spines, wildly dangerous. In fact, if you ever get the chance to see a video where they show some of the venom being milked from the spines of the fish, have a look at it. The blue's like a crazy wild electric blue, it's kind of like the Alizé drink that you'd see at the club. That kind of blue. Anyway, let's get it out. So you be super careful. Not to spike myself on those spines. There it is, look at that. That is a red scorpionfish. Wait till you see the flesh come off this fish. It is absolutely stunning. There you go. Take a look at that. There she is. I'm going to use this just to hold the head and show you so it's the spines there, it's those. You get caught on the end of one of those, good night. Look at that. Look at that. Incredible fish. They're like a neon red when they come up out of the water. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to use this and I'm going to hold on to the end of the fish. I've never actually filleted one of these before. It's pretty straightforward. It's the exact same way that you'd fillet any sort of fish. It's just that, you know, a little more deadly if you get spiked. Oh, I'm so excited to show you the flesh off this thing. Here we go. Here we go. Right, should be okay because I've managed to get the flesh far enough away from the spines. Look at this. Look at the color of this. Look at that. Unreal. Just milky, translucent, stunning. That's going to be so mild and so tasty. Again, like the wrasse that we filleted in the last video, no bloodline, which is where a lot of the strong taste comes from when it comes to fish. Let's put that one aside. Flip them over. And go again. Now the other thing with these is that they make, I mean like most fish anyway, but these in particular make incredible stock. So if you can go to the trouble, you can make yourself a soup, put in various veggies, like potatoes and other things that you might like to throw in there, and then throw the fish frame in after you've given it a bit of a clean and just let it bubble away for a while, and the flavour is so amazing and intense. There we go. All done. There we go. All finished. Right, get a load of that. Get a load of that. Unreal. Absolutely unreal. Sorry, TWD, I promise I'll clean it. I promise I will clean the tray. So, we've got our bones in there. Those fish frames we can do anything with. We can bury them in the garden. We can throw them in a stock for a soup, whatever. Let's just take the fillets off these. See, now that the fillets are off the fish, absolutely nothing to worry about as far as spiking yourself on anything. That's done. I've never boned one of these out either, so I don't think they go back very far. No, that's as far back as it goes. Okay, great. I hate cutting on foam when you don't have running water. It's such a pain in the ass. You know, these are the times where I pine for having a fish shop where you had your station set up, your bench, your boards, everything, running water, you know, but hey, beggars can't be choosers, huh? I'm gonna go give this a quick rinse and then I'll show you what the fillet looks like. Go, like the wrasse, it's just a beautiful milky white flesh, mild, no bloodline, so no overpowering flavour, no strength of taste, and just such a delicious fish that you can cook any number of ways. It's so versatile. You can bake it, fry it, barbecue it, whatever. It's firm, but also very moist. We love the word moist. There we go. All right, red scorpionfish, done. That and a good feed of wrasse, and we're out of here.